打开啊？
去那里啊？
谁啊？
哦，用
电脑啊，
那个
你那个电脑上可以。
我那个电脑是吧？
对呀。那还有一个那个公司的电脑，我拿过来。可以啊。
看到吗？
好像开始直播了。
因为那个
这个是
可以吗？
这个反光。
对呀，这个也反光，
没办法。
为啥你的屏是这个样子？是不是你贴的手机膜呀？
对啊，
还没有开始啊。这是还没开始吗？
算了，我们也不对着屏讲太多吧。
对呀，就这样嘛。
等一下，
这个呀对准，这个是这样。
对，这个可以挪得动是吧？等一下可以，这边可以打开吗？把它打开一下。
这个不可以，这个可以。
上次我看到打开了。
谁打开？
上去一点吗？就稍微亮一点。
我没打开过。
朦胧的那种。
哎呀，这个打开比较好讲一点。你要不问一下他们？所以为什么
还没有？
但是你这个点结束，等一下会那个吧？
没有，还没有开始，
还没开始。
用我的吧，用我的吧，路易斯用我的。我就把那个 VPN 关掉。等一下，用我的。
那个是谁样的？
先敲下去。
你看一下，是因为没开始还是什么？我也不知道。那密集主动点。
我的就是这样子的，你拿你的拿下来。
每个行业不一样。
你的手。
对呀。
哪个是吧？没事，打开吧。
对。
等一下，把那个职业引到这边来说。
好的。
那我们要怎么说呀？我都。
对呀，我们要怎么说啊？我都不知道。
如果这个是饮用水跟20供水，
我知道怎么讲2个小时。
哦，
这是有点困难，
一般也要上。
就1个半小时。
我换着。
准备好没有？
可以了吗？我要开始了。
这个。
一点这个，我点这个，轻轻。
这个在哪？
不已经开始了吗？啊。这个是在开始吗？
开始了，在直播中。
哦。OK， 我撤了。
开始了，亲。
那把门关上吧。
罗尔还出去呢，罗尔还出去呢。
我开始了。
哦，开始吧。这个东西是要竖起来的。竖起来。
OK，
它这个上面可以看清。
真的重复。For drinking water, so I'm Jory, and this is Vic. So we will give you some detailed introduction for the analyzer and the different sensors. So first of questions, I'm not sure what kind of parameters do you test for your water treatment plant? Hello. And from our experience in the water treatment plant, we always measure pH data, conductivity, and dissolved oxygen, and include the residual chlorine, turbidity, COD, and TSS. So lots of parameters need to test. And so for Berkeley instrument, we are manufacturer for the water quality instrument, include the analyzer and the sensor. So our application is more for the water treatment plant, include the wastewater and the pure water. So today we are talking about these major products which we are widely using in this kind of application. So first of all is the multi-parameter analyzer. So this is a wall-mounted installation. So I just need to install on the wall, and we use this small screen. So guess how many parameters can test with this screen? So the maximum for this analyzer, we can test for 10 parameters. So what is the 10 parameters means? It means we need to connect 10 pieces sensors. So for the 10 pieces sensors, it can be different sensor like the pH sensor,
ORP,
yes,
conductivity,
mm-hmm.
turbidity,
Mm-hmm.
and TSS.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and also for the COD sensor and ammonia, nitrogen sensor, and yes, and if you also need to test in different tank for the pH or TSS, so we can also connect two pH sensors or two TS sensors. So maybe a little bit far for this screen because the light is not really clear for it. So I'm trying to explain to you with my words. So first of all, for this kind of analyzer, we have the home page. The home page was kind of information showing. So for the home page, we showing the data for the different parameters, such as the temperature, pH, TSS, uh, and ammonia, nitrogen, and COD data. So and include the flow rate data. So we have the whole data on the whole test data on the homepage. It is very easy for you to check about it. So close to the homepage part, we have the curve. 点进去。哦，点不进去。哦，OK。So close to the home page part, we have the curve page. So what's the curve page used for? So for the curve page, we have the data showing in the curve. So you can check it very easily. So and you can compare the different data and under the different range. So better for you to recognize about it. And next, so close to the curve page, we have the history data. So what's the means of the history data? So that means we can save the data in the analyzer. So you can, for example, so there are some data works failed. So you can check the history data and see how about the temperature or TSS data. Does it work well? Was in it yesterday or last month? So we can check all the history data in this part. So next, the very important part. 这个密码是多少？路易斯，密码是多少？好像是7820。So So first of all, we need to input the password. Oh no. So for the calibrate part, we need to input the password. So I will input the password later, because the different parameters with the different password. So in the calibrate part, we have the calibration process for the each parameters. So for include the pH, pH calibration or turbidity calibration or flow meter calibration. So we have the whole part for the calibration part. So you can totally know how to calibrate it. So don't worry about it. So the next part, we have the okay. So we have the parameters right now. Okay, so some okay, so regarding the calibrate part, so we have I will show you the detailed about it for the pH. So for the pH calibrate, you will be show the pH value and the communication about it. Also include the temperature and voltage and the slope. So, and the most important thing is about the standard solution. So about the, you need to input the data for your standard solution. For example, you need to if you use the 4 pH for the standard solution, then you need to input the 4 pH into the column of the standard solution. So the data should be same as the standard solution which you are testing right now. And then it just we have the 2-point calibration for the pH. For example, you can use the 4 pH for the first point, and for the 7 pH as the second point, and then you can compare the 2 points calibration the test result. Then you can have the final result for the whole calibration, and the calibration process as finished. So, and talk more about the TSS calibrate. It is very similar as the pH sensor calibrate. So for the TSS calibrate page, we have the measure range for the TSS, and also for the TSS factor, and for the communication. So for the communication, it always fixed for the one number. So we will give you the detailed information in our manual. So you just input this data in the communication column, and also you need to input the standard solution value which you are testing testing it. So you need to input this value and save it. And by the way, you can need to because for the TSS, the water is always very dirty. So we always have the cleaning brush, the wiper on the TS sensor. So you can set up the brush hanging time on this part. So that means in the real testing site, you can know how many minutes or how many hours you need to clean the sensor. So this way the TS sensor can have the longer lifetime. So, and also the data will be more accurate. Okay, so I don't talk too many parts of the category, and final page is the system. So what's the system page included? We have the time setting. So so you can set the time which you want, and the current time you just include the what's the year and the month or hours. So all of information you can set up. And finally, we have some maintenance for the COD settings. So we have some information like the hand brush orders, also the automatic brush set setting. It is similar as the TS sensor. So you need to set up the time for the time for brush show, so the sensor can be used for longer time. Okay, that's all for all the detailed introduction for the analyzer page, and I will show you the whole part for this analyzer. Okay, hold on. Minute. So this is the whole analyzer. It looks like this, and this is the front side. This is the front side of the analyzer, and this sorry. And this is back side for the analyzer. We have the different installation hole, so you just need to hanging on the wall or some panel parts. So use the screw to fix about it. So the whole analyzer is very okay. So it's very small. Not if you compared to the single parameter analyzer, it has much convenient, and you can integrate 8 and to 10 parameters in this one analyzer. So it is very convenient for customer to use it. And by the way, the very important thing about it is we have the remote checking software. So for this software, what kind of features for it? So this kind of software is really like an IoT system. If you really worry about whether the data on the site, so you can install our app, and you can check the data on the phone and or on the laptop. So when the data is good or not, so the the software will also alert you, and especially for some data alarming and not it was failed, so it will be alert you, and you need to go to the installation site. So this is better for you to using it, and very convenient for you to control the whole installation site. No need to stay on the installation site every hour or every 24 hours. So if you have any project for the wastewater treatment plant or hydroponic or aquaculture, this multi-parameter analyzer is very suitable for you. And contact us if you have any interest about it. So for the analyzer part, we already finished it. Then our beautiful girl Vera will give you some introduction for you for the different sensor. So actually, BOQ instrument started with the sensor manufacturing for 14 years already. So we totally have advantages for different sensors. This is our major business for it. So let's start for the introduction for our different sensors. So pay attention. Okay, let's start.
Hello, this is Vera. This is our digital pH sensor. You can see, yeah.
OK，你看看是不是比较清晰一点？就是，没事，应该看得到，看到没事，看得到。
These sensors can used in secondary water treatment and also the seawater. The measure range is 0 to 14.
应该是12，反正就是撇这那些数据的，不长那。
Okay. This is our dissolved oxygen sensors, digital dissolved oxygen sensors. It can used in agriculture and wastewater treatment.
COD，
是吗？
把它取下来就行了。
This is our COD sensors.
它可以测 TOC、COD，然后 TSS。
It can measure COD, BOD, TSS at the same time.
没事，我重点介绍。So currently，镜头也不转台很多了。So I need to. Okay, so this is Jory again. I need to highly recommend this kind of the COD sensor. So like this, so just turn around. For this kind of COD sensor, it can test 3 parameters at the same time. So what parameters that test is test the COD, TSS, and BOD or TOC value. So in the Asian market, especially in Indian market, these 3 parameters is very popular to test in the wastewater treatment plant. So this sensor is very economic. So and the cost is very competitive. And when connect with our multi-parameter analyzer, it will show the 3 data at the same time. So it's very and also you can see this is the wiper, so it can clean the sensor and frequently. So you can also set the time as you need. So very convenient and very competitive. I know in the water treatment plant, COD is very important to test. If you don't have very high target, high budget, then this kind of COD sensor is the first option for you to choose it. So and okay, so for this kind of sensor is use the UV light principle. So you can get the data very quickly, not like the colorimetric principle. So right now, customer always want the very convenient installation and convenient for the monitoring. So sensor, this kind of sensor is the first option for you. Okay. 接受了，继续。这是左手，这是怎么样的 ？OK， 左手。这是什么？这 wiper。
Okay, and this is the stability sensors.
展示就往前展示。
You can see it. This is the wiper.
Okay, welcome.
It can be used in wastewater treatment and seawater. Okay, you can see it.
这个你说这个我们在欧洲卖的比较好，在欧洲也是卖的好，价格。
This is hard sale in every country, especially in Europe
Europe, US.
and US.
这个光，这个是 lamp， 这个。So I'm not sure whether you can see about this. The high technique part is on this part. So this is a lamp for the sensor. So we use very high technique and high quality on this lamp. So you can test the data very quickly, and the accuracy is just 100%. 1%怎么说？1%。And 1% for the accuracy. So for this kind of turbidity sensor, we always use for the water treatment plant, and customer always can use around 2 or 3 years. So the maintenance is very convenient, and no need to replace it per year. 你要不把那个转过来一点，我来介绍吧。Okay, so you can see it very clearly, and you can see the structure made by stainless steel. So use the stainless with the item with 316L stainless steel. So the quality is very high, and our customer always said this kind of sensor is already competitive with the Europe and US brand. And by the way, we also have the C and ISO 901 certificate for this kind of sensor. So it's totally qualified for the Europe or US standard. So this is the first option for the water treatment plant. So and by the way, you can see we have the very longer cable length, and our standard length is 5 meters, and that we can also customize for you. For example, like 30 meters, because some of my customers also are customized with the 30 or 35 meters for the cable length. So for this kind of cable length, it is also high technique. Why I say about this? That's because we use the special material which can withstand the water. So the water will not be leak, and it will be not attack the sensor. So for this kind of cable is very durable in the harsh environment. So the whole sensor and cable like this, just showing clearly for you. Okay. Oh, okay. By the way, we have the very large measure range for it. So from 0 to 4,000 NTU. So this kind of range all can be tested. So it is totally no problem for your using. Okay. So next, I'll introduce other sensors. Let's just take more sensors. ORP.
对 ORP 没有，
电脑也没有是吧？
电脑没有，电脑有 ORP。
Okay, so trying to talk more sensors to you, and this way you can see this is inductive conductivity sensor. So for this kind of sensor, you can use for the large measure range. So especially you can use for the chemical or pharmaceutical application. And also we have the RS485 protocol for this kind of sensor. So just connect with this kind of the multi-parameter analyzer, and you can get the data directly. So you can see this is use very special material for it. See it? So this is also digital conductivity sensor, and this is different as the inductive conductivity sensor. For this kind of sensor, we always suggest customer use for the a little bit cleaning water, not really harsh environment. But for this kind of sensor, the cost is much competitive, not really expensive as the inductive sensor. So you can see we use the PC material for the outer structure. So you can see this electrode. So this is conductivity like this conductivity sensor. So we also integrated the RS485 model in this sensor. So the data can be output directly. No need to connect some big controller. So you can also connect with the PLC if you need. By the way, so very similar outer structure with the in the conductivity sensor. This is you can see this is ORP sensor. You can see this is a glass bulb for the ORP, and we integrated with the planting material for the for into this glass bulb. So this is better for you to collect the ORP data. You can see it. So the whole is a very integrated ORP sensor for it. And by the way, we also use the very high quality silicon wire, and this is can withstand the water, and no worry about the water will be leak. So you can choose about this. It is so like this.
没有容量有没有是吧？
要不换一个别的，换到这里。
一个。
Okay, so 我稍微再说一下。So we just finished the introduction for the wall-mounted multi-parameter analyzer and the different sensor for the submerged installation. So I'm going to talk about another type of the multi-parameter analyzer, which used for the drinking water and some cleaner water. So let's move the screen to the another type for the analyzer. 看得到吗？可以。看得到吗？
先近一点就行了。
近点吧，近点。我过来一个。这么早其实人真的很少，所以上面还要学外语。你的意思，介绍介绍。
This is our stand multiparameter. It can measure it can measure 6 parameters at the same time, such as temperature, conductivity, pH, dissolved oxygen stability, regular chlorine. You see, this is the flow. This multiparameter is used in clean water, such as drinking. If if the data is abnormal, it can alert. And it also can send the data to the cloud. This is the site screen. We can write the password, then enter into this page and cite the parameter.
这个没人，
没事没事，没关系，它可以存，应该是，可以点赞的。
这不可以呀、真的
没事
结果这个网不好这边。
这底下介绍吗？所以你是说，你就顺便再介绍一下这个为什么要用 flow cell？因为它这个就水比较干净，如果用 flow cell 的话，它是比较测的会比较精准。对，稍微再介绍一下，包括有各种排污法、建水法，这都可以讲，这个就讲了。
没事。
Okay, we can see the flow cell. Use this flow cell because the water is clean and use it, the data will be more accuracy.
进水，我这边说，drinking water, the customer just need to take this power analyzer and connect the power and the water, so it will be just Okay, so this is Jory again. So I just want to give you some remark for this kind of analyzer. So what's the big difference between this this black analyzer and also with the wall mounted analyzer? So you can see this analyzer is more intelligent and integrated. So for you, it's very convenient. Why I saying that? Because you can connect with the power and you can connect with the water. Then it is enough for you to navigate. You don't need to install the sensor like the wall mounted. So for this kind of sensor, we use all of this flow cell installation. So just take this package to your drinking water installation site, then you can test the data directly. Actually, we already are integrated the inlet and outlet pipe, so it is more convenient for you to using it. And for this kind of analyzer, is widely using for the drinking water and some very cleaning water. So this kind of analyzer is more suitable for you. And one more reminder: don't use this kind of analyzer in the wastewater treatment plant because you can see the flow cell is very small. When you monitor the very dirty water and the suspended will be attack this kind of flow cell and it cannot use for longer time. So just only use for the very cleaning water and the drinking water. Okay, so that's whole introduction for this kind of the multi-parameter analyzer. So if you have more questions or ideas for it, just send your comments into our message column. So okay, so we are going to introduce some other multi-parameter analyzers. Okay. 打开没事，打开手机，完全打不开过。
怎么这上面？
怎么看这上面？
对，从这个开始。
怎么说？怎么来？哦，
你是这样想。
这个吗？Okay, so you can see a little bit more type multi-parameter analyzer, and you can first looking you can see this kind of like a very like the satellite. No, that is not satellite. It's just a signal for the wireless model. So this is used for the something like the GPS. And we for this kind of analyzer we use the stainless steel material for the whole structure. So why we use this kind of material? That's because some customers use in very harsh environment, something like the high temperature or something like the raining outdoor using. So we just use this kind of analyzer and this material, and you can see the shape is a little bit thinner than the black multi-parameter analyzer. And yes, for the function is very similar as our normal multi-parameter analyzer. So we can test the pH, conductivity, and residual chlorine, also for turbidity. So this kind of analyzer is widely using for the drinking water as well, and just the material is different. That means we are not only have our standard material for the outer box. So if you have very special requirement, we are manufacturer, so we have our advantage. So for example, you want to customize your outer structure or some home page or system. You want to add your logo or something else, we can customize for you. So this is our advantage because we are a manufacturer. Okay. So okay, I don't open this analyzer. So I just want to move to the another type for the multi-parameter analyzer. So the another type for the multi-parameter analyzer. So wait a minute. 卡什么？这能打开吗？那这不是这可以？这可以怎么打？
推下来。
钥匙？有钥匙吗？不能打开。你是不是要用钥匙？Okay, wait a minute. 是不是要用钥匙？我看这个我觉得没钥匙。能不能试试看？不行，打不开是吧？这个。你刚不打开了吗？好了，我还真给开了呀，开了吗？开了呀。哎呀，这没那个，要不我们再讲一个这个。Okay, I just tried my best to open the stainless steel materials multi-parameter analyzer because I want you guys to see the inner side for this. So I just want to show you about it so you can. Okay. 能看到吗？
我这边没看。
Okay, so hello, welcome. And you can see we integrated in different sensors about it, include the residual chlorine, conductivity, dissolved oxygen, and pH sensor. And we use the very high quality connector. You can see it. So this kind of connector always used in aerospace application. So this is much more high quality use in the harsh environment. And by the way, the big difference is this also the inner part. We use the stainless steel material, and we can see the whole structure like the integrated box. So every part we protect it very well. Integrated box. So every part we protect it very well. Just make sure the water not leak to the inside. That's why you can see in the inside it is very simple, and you can totally see all of sensor and all of electronic parts are protected by the stainless steel. So you can definitely use in the harsh environment without any problem. So either the high temperature or either the rainy days, then just take it to your installation site. This is the first option for you to choose it. So, and by the way, we also included the inlet for the water and also outlet for the water. So just make sure the water can through the pipe very fluently, and also the wastewater can be go through outside is very also fluently. So okay, so this is the detailed clarification for the this special and high quality multi-parameter analyzer. And if you have very special and very high requirements for the multi-parameter analyzer, just choose this one, and you will be really appreciate and very glad to see this kind of analyzer. Okay, so okay, so for this kind of wide multi-parameter, and you can see the whole structure is very industrial. Is very professional in the industrial application. So the first of part, you can see the screen. This screen. On this screen, it will be show all the data on this screen. So you just need to check the data on the first home page, and then you also integrate it with the data curve or historic data or some the calibration parts. So all of them are integrated on on this whole screen. So very easy for you to check it out. And also you can see there are so there are four wheels on here, and because the analyzer is not really less weight, so you cannot just take it out on some like the phone. So you need to reinstall the four wheels on the bottom. You just need to push like the luggage bag, so very convenient, and you don't need to worry about the weight for the analyzer. Okay, so introduced about the outer structure of the analyzer. Do you interested in the inside of the analyzer? Okay, let's go through the inside of the analyzer.
读买家进入直播间
welcome. So right now we are going to talk about the inside of the multi-parameter analyzer. So let's start. And you can see for this part, this is for the screen. So all of the connection ports are installed on this part. So the different cables like this, and on the top part, you can see this the big part and very major part. This is a brain for the analyzer. So all the data will be collecting according to this multi-parameter module. So this is the electronic brain. And then we can move to the flow cell. And for this kind of analyzer, we can install five sensors in the flow cell. But we can read six data in on this screen, and you can cause this kind of analyzer used for the drinking water. So we always test something data like the pH, conductivity, temperature, residual chlorine, turbidity, and some like the dissolved oxygen. So all of sensors can install in the flow cell one by one. So it is very clearly for you to recognize. Why I say this? That's because we have the label on the different sensor area. So we will remark with the label, and also the bottom side of the flow cell we have remarked different type. So what kind of type is in this analyzer? And first of all is the water inlet, and the second pipe is the wastewater output. So you need to make sure the wastewater need to output and not just exist in the flow cell. Otherwise, the data will be affected a lot. And the third pipe is also the wastewater outlet. And the final part is the when this is extra and spare pipe for you to use it. So you can see this kind of different pipes like to installed like this. So very integrated and in very small area. So we integrated the whole function in this kind of analyzer.
买家进入直播间了。这一流，不是那个旁边的那个，这个是吧？大的，我知道，这个我知道，这一流不知道啥意思。
Okay, welcome, and so let's talk about the turbidity sensor. In most of our market, we can see very huge turbidity sensor, and as we want to integrate the turbidity sensor in our analyzer, so we just make it smaller and smaller. So we integrated the turbidity sensor, this kind of turbidity sensor in the analyzer, and you can see the whole set is very small. And so, for this kind of turbidity sensor, the measure range is 0 to 200 NTU. So the range is also larger than the other turbidity sensor in the market. So you can see the whole part is something like this. And welcome. And this is the pipe is for the turbidity sensor for the water outlet. Let's see how about it. So we connected all of sensors and all of electronic cable to the multi-parameter module. So this is the whole part for the multi-parameter analyzer. And yes, why we always trying to just stand up. So why we aim to make this kind of multi-parameter analyzer? That's because customer always want to convenient, want to remove the complicated for the installation. So we can see these trends, and we can see this kind of market is very have highly demand for it. So we want to help customer to solve this kind solve their complicated installation problem. So we just trying to combine the very basic parameters or some popular parameters in the one analyzer. So this is much better and much convenient for you. And by the way, for our multi-parameter analyzer, the very advantage features for it is. So what's the very advantage features? So for the advantage features is that our whole multi-parameter system is like the integrated IoT system. So as I know, IoT system is very popular, is a trend in the industry market. And our analyzer, we will send you an app. This is a software for the remote data collecting. So in this app, you can download in your phone or laptop. You can check the data on your phone. So some customers always complain about the water industry is very hard work. So if you get our app, our remote software in your laptop or phone, you can check the data even in your lunchtime or something readable time. So you can check the data directly and see what happened on your installation site. So it's very convenient. And by the way, very important thing is that in the IoT app and software, the software will alert you for some data. And for example, there are some data. A pH sensor is not work very well, and the data was failed. So how can you know about it at the on time? Then the phone will alert you, hey, the data is not